Well, I did go to my 2 o'clock dentist appointment to have my bridge installed. Got down there and find out that the bridge hadn't arrived yet. So I still don't have my tooth all fixed. Only this one wasn't because of my memory. It was they didn't bother to let me know that it had not arrived. So they're going to give me a call when it gets in, and hopefully I can get that all squared away. Went to Dr. Aerosmith's office yesterday. Talked with Bree, his physician assistant, and the main concern, of course, was the liver numbers, the liver damage that was apparently being caused by the Zytiga. And so what she said, what we're going to do is wait till those liver numbers get back into an acceptable parameter, and then go back on the Zytiga only at a 3/4 dose. Normally I take 1,000 milligrams a day. It comes in 250 milligram pills, so I'm used to taking 4 pills a day. Once I start up again, it'll only be 3. And she seems to think that will perhaps mitigate a number of the side effects, but mainly limit the liver damage. So the thought was, once I got my numbers done yesterday, when those numbers came back, they were hoping I'd be able to get back on it like maybe Monday or Tuesday. But the numbers came back still high. They're coming down, but they're not coming down quite quick enough. So I'm going to go back and see them on the 12th, Friday the 12th of June. And so say, just stay off the Zytiga until the 12th, get new numbers, and then we'll go from there. So I'm staying on the prednisone, and we'll continue to stay on the prednisone, and then hopefully once we get back on the Zytiga at an adjusted dose, that we won't have to worry so much about the liver damage, and maybe some of the other side effects will not be quite so bad. We'll see. The Puritans really had a notion that sickness and suffering and affliction are schoolmasters, teachers. It's a fallen world. They're not good enough themselves. They're not to be sought after. They're bad things. This is a fallen world, but God uses them, even the bad things, as schoolmasters to teach us. Thomas Watson was a very famous Puritan. He was not a member of the Westminster Assembly. He was alive at the time, but still too young. He was a little bit later, but he's very influential in Puritan England. And he said, sickness, when sanctified, teaches us 4 things: the vanity of the world, the vileness of sin, the helplessness of man, and the preciousness of Christ. Trying to learn as much as we can from the bad things that come our way, to grow as best we can through difficult trials. Throughout this course of study, if you would put it that way, and it's been a longer course of study than I was anticipating. Sometimes these dull students have to be held back for another year. And so, but throughout this course of study, I want to be a good student. It would be nice to graduate early, but when I do graduate, I want it to be with good marks. And I want to show, I want to be able to glorify God effectively throughout this course of study. I've often quoted D. James Kennedy. It's really a paraphrase because I don't have the exact initial quote, who said, all of life is a school. You've probably heard me say it before. And in that school every day, God gives us assignments. He gives us exercises, many and varied. And yet in all of those exercises, classes, and assignments, the lesson is always the same. The lesson is, do you trust me? And I want to learn that lesson in whatever classroom I am in at the moment. My individual reading is taking me through Ecclesiastes right at the moment, and Ecclesiastes 12:13 says, the conclusion, when everything has been heard, is fear God and keep his commandments, because this applies to every person. And I want to be sure that I live my life honoring to the one who has shown me so much mercy and so much grace. And I want to bring him glory as best I can. And I pray that you do too. So I appreciate your prayers. Thank you very much. And until I see you again, God bless.